So I have been inspired by my row of Mexican sunflowers out in the side yard garden to put in a full Mexican sunflower garden bed in this backyard space. I know exactly where I'm going to do it. I know exactly how I'm going to do it, and I couldn't be more excited. So, right back over here is this garden bed that already has a lot of space. I mean, look at all the space, right? So what I'm going to do is the things that are sticking out here, I'm going to leave. So there's a red pentas in there. There's some scorpion's tail, Bahama senna. My little strong bark is back in the back. So this is going to be its own little garden bed separate from the Mexican sunflower garden. Just saying that makes me smile, you guys. And then everything from here over to the pot. I'm going to leave the potted oranges ancestrum, and there's a big scorpion's tail growing down there. I'm going to leave all of that there. So just this big rectangle in between, I am going to fill with Mexican sunflowers, and I want to plant them as densely as that little row grew out in my side yard. So first up is I got to get everything that's growing in here moved somewhere else, which it's mostly tropical sage, but there are a few pentas in here. But that being said, now this garden over here will become my main pentas garden. So any pentas that are over there, I'm going to plant over here. I have some potted pentas that are sitting in here. I'm going to plant them in the ground. And there's also going to be porterweed. And of course, there's tropical sage everywhere. And I love it. I mean, this is a year-round bloom, provides color, and bees love it. So you know what? I love having that coming up everywhere. As a matter of fact, a lot of my little square planters that I have tucked in there have a lot of tropical sage in them. So I'm thinking of moving my square planters kind of to the back, because tropical sage can get tall. Look how tall this one is. And then they can just fill those planters and grow up tall in the back as a framing backdrop for the pentas and the porterweed. So that's my plan right now. But for today, I'm going to start over there. And the only reason I'll be over here is if I'm planting something from over there here. And then it'll be another time that I work on getting all of the potted things in here in the ground. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love having projects to work on that are going to change up the look of things, because if you haven't noticed, I like to change things up a lot in my garden, and that's one of the fun things about it. Not just putting it all in and leaving it all there, but moving it around and changing up spaces. I actually love how my garden looks right now with the new fence post borders going down the one side and clearly defined garden spaces. And those have all been from changes I've recently made. So I'm really excited about this project. Let me go find my shovel and get started. It's very overcast right now, but it's that like fog overcast that's going to burn off, and I'm already seeing little sprinkles of blue sky. I am so ready for my Florida blue sky and sunshine. Like now, I actually, every time I look up, I feel like there's more blue sky. So it's going to be really soon. Okay, let me find my shovel. Okay, so this little planter right here has my snowberry in it. And the snowberry actually seems happy here. So I'll probably just plant it in the ground here. But in the meantime, I'm going to set it out and get this planter out to move the tropical sages into that are in that garden space. For Mexican sunflowers, a whole big patch of them. I'm so excited, you all. Okay, I'm back behind this garden space. I moved that planter back here right beside the other one that was back here, which is full of, oh look, tropical sage. But there's a pentas growing in here too that I'll probably dig up and move up there. I might start doing some of this digging and moving as I go. We'll see. There are no rules. It's my garden. I can do what I want. I love it. All right. But first, I'm going to put a small layer of potting soil in the bottom of this, and I'll literally just dig up those tropical sages and come set them in here. Actually, I probably will go ahead and pull out this pentas so that I can stick a tropical sage in that spot too. Did y'all watch the Steelers game last night? It was so good. I'm a Steeler fan. I grew up in Pittsburgh, and my son and his girlfriend were at the game. I was so excited for them to be there and just be a part of all that with the terrible towels and everything. That was his first NFL football game he's gone to, and let me tell you, what a game to see. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it, but I'm so happy for them. But even more so, I'm happy that my son got to have an experience of being at such a fabulous game. It was great. Okay, I'll stop talking about football. Back to gardening. My potting soil's in my wagon over there, and that rain we had is just all soaking wet, but that's okay. That tropical sage will love having a nice wet base. Let's go get some plants in here now. Oh look, there's a pentas here. We'll come back for that later. You just want the tropical sage right now. There's 1, 2, all right, there's 3. Got room for 1 more right there. I'll grab that tall one right there because it's kind of got a small base. It'll fit in that little corner. All right, there we go. The planter is full. It's going to look fabulous. So imagine a full row. I'll move all 4 of those planters. There's my bird bath I have hidden back here, full of leaves. I need to clean that out. And then there's another planter right up there that has pots in it, so it's empty. And I'll pull that one back with these ones and fill it with tropical sage also. We interrupt this butterfly gardening vlog with a butterfly. The other day, y'all, I came out and there was the most gorgeous monarch butterfly on my red pentas. And, you know, I wasn't mic'd up or anything, but I went ahead and shot some video of it so I could stick it in and show you. It was new, I'm sure. It looked brand new, perfection, and it just made my day. So I'm gonna stick it in here. Hopefully you're looking at it right now. I'm not sure how long I need to talk here because I don't remember how long the clip was. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, back to the vlog. Okay, all 4 are in a row. The last one's pretty much empty, so I'm gonna go continue digging up the rest of the tropical sage growing over there and move it in here. I'll be back to show you when it's done. And the blue sky is here. I love it. sun is shining on my garden. There's just a few little wispy, misty clouds that are gonna burn off or move away. Oh, fabulous. Look at the sun filtering in on my garden. I love it. I just pulled this potted pentas out and moved the planter that has the gerbera daisies over. So now look, I have an opening over here, which makes it much more easy to access that last planter that I am moving the tropical sage to. And I really want to make an intention to keep this open. I'm gonna trim some of the fire bush that's like hanging over there that hits me in the head when I go through there. But I love that opening. Oh my gosh, y'all, I really want to start planting this out over here too. This is the pentas that I pulled out of the square planter on the other side. I am going to go ahead and plant this right in here, like back in there so it doesn't get into my walkway. And the one I pulled out over in the new Mexican sunflower garden, I'm going to plant over here also. This is me being lazy doing one-handed planting because I didn't feel like going back to my garden room and getting my tripod. This has a crooked stem. Let me see. Let me turn it kind of that way so then it'll grow up and fill in. All right, here we go. Alright, this pentas does not look happy, but it's got a decent root base, so I'm hoping when it gets over there, it'll come back. Still didn't get my tripod. I think somebody's getting a new roof in our neighborhood. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the, what do you call those, like staple things? All right, there you go. You know, because you put a roof on with staples. Y'all know what I meant, though. All right, so there's still 3 pentas in here that I need to dig up and move out. There's that one and this one, and there's a little one growing back there. And I still have a couple tropical sage. This is Mexican sunflower. And so is that. They're gonna stay. Remember I planted those in here a few videos ago. So let me move out these pentas and figure out where I'm gonna put them in the pentas garden. And yeah, I'll be back. Okay, all these are potted pentas and porterweeds that I pulled out from in there. And so I'll dig up those pentas, plant them in this space, and eventually all of these are going to get planted in that garden as well. Definitely won't get to that on this video, which is why you should subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. Okay, I've got one in. Now this one I thought was 2 plants, but it was really sprawled out. It was just one, so I really only have 2 I need to move. The other one was really low and growing back, so I want to put it somewhere where it's going to get more sun, because otherwise it would be down low and maybe not get enough sun to grow back like it wants to. Yeah, just looking at the space, I actually, since I made my little walkway, maybe I'll put that one that's growing back over there. So, I'll have red pentas on either side. I think I'll do that. There. Perfect. Okay, the space is clear, except for that one little Mexican sunflower. The rest of the tropical sage I just planted right along the edge over there. And now I'm gonna rake this out and prep it for Mexican sunflower seeds. And I was inspired by the dense growth of the Mexican sunflowers that I planted out here in the side yard. And how that happened was when I started this garden, I dug out the grass that was here originally. And so there was a little furrow or trench where I sprinkled the seeds. And so the rainwater would pool and collect there and wash all the seeds there together. And that's how this happened. So I'm going to create little furrows in the new garden space and plant them in a similar manner. Somebody is just dying to get in here and start digging. No, sir, this is not your garden space. I have a plan for that. How to keep everybody out of my little seeds and seedlings. All right, I've made 3 rows. I'm gonna go get my seeds. And yes, I'm planting them now in January. I'm in zone 10A in Florida. So my last frost date is February 15th. It's January 5th. My 10-day outlook is clear. That gets me to the 15th, which leaves 1 month of possible freezing temperatures. And if it does happen, I can cover them. They're going in the ground now. Okay, here's my seeds. Sweet Yards Sunflower Mexican on Amazon. They have a big bulk pack of these. I think I'm going to go and order. These are in my Amazon storefront, which is linked underneath all of my videos in the description section. Right under my video, you'll see the description start, and then it has ... more. If you tap the word more, it will open up my description like halfway, and then there's another ... more. You tap it again and it'll open up all the way, and you can get to all of my links, including a link to become a channel member. So go check that out, because channel members get extra videos. I just posted an extra long, it's like over an hour long, full garden tour of my garden. And there's other fun little perks too. Just click the link and you'll find out all about it. All right, let's get these seeds started. Okay, so this little furrow, I ran out of seeds, so I have to go order more. But let's get those ones covered, and then I'll water them in. That should keep everybody out, I hope. All right, so I ran out of the little cloche covers and seeds, so I'm gonna go and order more. These little cloche covers are my Amazon storefront also, which that is an affiliate link. So every time you put something in your cart, when you go through my link to Amazon, it pays me a small percentage of the sales price, but it doesn't cost you anything more to use my link. Okay.